A little bit more. Hold up. Hi, good morning everyone. Oh, dripping out of frame. It's Friday, which means it is vlog, chat, get to know me, all of that kind of fun stuff. This is Rosa. Oh, that's my hip. Oh, so dainty for a puppy. I'm losing my train of focus. Thought, something. Oh. Good morning everyone. I'm gonna try this again. It's Gabriella in case you are new to this channel, and hi. So Fridays are like vlogs, chat, get to know me, all of that kind of fun stuff. So I thought today I would do a little bit more about throwing my earrings on the floor. About getting to know me and a little bit more about my work, what I do and how long I've done stuff for, that kind of thing. It's gonna be challenging today, isn't it? So yeah, basically some of you may know, some of you may not. I am a psychic medium and animal communicator. I do healing for people and animals, and things like that. I absolutely love it. Anything that I can do to help another living soul, that's everything, isn't it, really? Like, yeah. So my psychic mediumship, I have got a dog on my feet. I have been on this path since I was little, like teeny tiny. And it's funny, like I always was aware and I always went to like psychic fairs and, you know, wellness, things like that. Oh, the dogs are challenging today. And yeah, I always loved going to it. I always loved like crystals and getting a feel for everyone, and I always thought it was so cool when you saw readers sitting at their tables doing their job, and I never really thought of myself in that way. Do you know what I mean? I always like looked up to them so much, and I was always just so in awe that I didn't even think that was something I would end up doing. So to be at these events, to be doing readings, to be, you know, reading for people and doing animal communications for people all across the world is kind of cool and pretty phenomenal, actually, when I stop to think about it instead of running on the little treadmill that is life sometimes. And I've done a lot of training and learning and understanding and self-work, especially to get to where I am today. So I think it's one of these things that even when you're a natural, obviously some people have to work more than others, some people it begins to come more naturally, and even when you are a natural, it doesn't mean there isn't work to be done. I think a lot of people just go, oh, it's a gift, and there's work involved, and I think so many people don't see that side of it. We don't just start off great overnight, you know. We have to build, we have to work, we have to fine-tune our listening skills with the, you know, the universe and spirit and everything else. We have to learn our version of interpreting messages and things that we receive, and that takes time, it takes practice. We are always learning and growing as mediums and as psychics. That's life. Like, I think you should always be striving to learn and grow more, and never saying I'm the best. Do you know what I mean? I think if you're saying you're the best, are you leaving yourself room for growth? I don't know. Saying I'm good at what I do, accurate, and I think fair, but you've got to know there's always room for growth in whatever you're doing. And I think that's what's important for people to remember, that we are human, we are not perfect, and we are constantly learning and growing to be the best versions of ourselves and have the best ability in our work to give you what you need. Fundamentally, that's the most important thing about our work, is delivering the messages and giving you what you need. You know, it's very easy for people to get lost in ego and swept up in this society thing of needing to be right all the time. I mean, what is that about? That's not human. We make mistakes, and I think if we can own that, and we can own that sometimes we're not understanding things, that's quite a bit of strength, in my opinion. So yeah, I feel like this has gone off on a bit of a tangent. I'm ever so sorry. But yeah, and then my animal communication, again, it's something that I have been in touch with since a very young age, but I didn't know it was like a thing, so to speak, until I was about, oh my god, how old am I now? I hate math. 17, like 17. I want to say 17, 16, 17, somewhere around there. Yeah, the second I took that workshop, it was just a natural fit for me. It was a natural fit, a natural flow. The information came to me, and it still is one of my most comfortable practices. I'm not saying there's never room for growth. As I just said, to do with psychic mediumship, there is always room for growth and improvement and practice. But yeah, it's definitely the one I can just click straight into. Yeah, it makes me happy to be able to give animals a form of voice. And what's great about it, much like the psychic mediumship, is that it can be done online. It can be done via email, and obviously the psychic mediumship's phone, Skype, email. But yeah, the animal comm obviously can be done via email, which means we don't have to be in the same country or the same area of the UK. I have had wonderful clients as far as Australia and the USA, and it's been wonderful to know that my work is helping in some way, whether that's to understand how they're feeling, to explain changes that the house might be going through. It's always rewarding to see the clarity and the help that it gives not only the owners but of course the animals themselves. Yeah, I love it. It's one of the best things. So yeah, super rewarding. Of course, if you've got any questions about either of those, then I'm so happy to sit down and answer them. And then I don't know if some of you know, some of you would have probably heard by watching my weekly energy forecast, I now do a very cool thing that is a personalized weekly energy forecast and affirmation that will get sent straight to your inbox. I sit, I connect with you, I pick a card, I read that card for your week ahead, and I write you an affirmation to read to yourself, to have with you for that week ahead. I love doing it. I think it's great to have that personal bit of insight into what you can possibly expect from your week, and it is just at the moment £5 a week, which is so cool. And let's face it, we pay that for a fancy coffee, you know, Costa, Starbucks, all of that. I'm guilty. I love me a Costa. But yeah, it's, you know, it's the same price as that, guys. And you think how often you do that. This is once a week for some personal insight to help you through your week, to navigate your life. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I will put links in the comment box below for that. Yeah, I mean, my healing, I love it. I love doing it. It has been put on a back burner, I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't mean that I'm not good at it, and it doesn't mean that I don't do it. So you're always welcome to contact me for healing. I do Reiki, which a lot of you now know, which is so cool, because when I first sort of entered this world all those years ago, I'm blurry. And when I first sort of entered this, when I was a tiny dot, it was something that so many people weren't aware of, or were more cautious of, I suppose, because they weren't aware of it. And it's so cool to see how much more accepted natural forms of healing and wellness and help are being received now. I think it's so cool, because it's natural. There's no, you know, no chemicals, no nothing. It's just energy. So it's such a nice way of healing. So yeah, I do obviously my Reiki. I did my masters when I was 16, and I also do crystal healing. Crystals I have been drawn to since tiny. They were like the first thing I would get drawn to whenever I entered like a psychic fair or anything like that. I was always like, crystals. And I'm still kind of like that now. I went through a phase of kind of stepping back from all of that side of my work. And then this year in particular, I am like feeding myself all the crystals. Like, they are everywhere, like this one here, and then I've got like a whole bunch of new, I've got like the most beautiful piece of petrified wood, and yeah, I'm kind of finding my feet in the energy again. So yeah, I think we all have to find balance. I think that's super important, and I definitely lost mine for a while, and it's definitely something that isn't easy to regain. You know, it would be a lie to say otherwise. So I'm still finding my feet. I'm still sharing my journey for exactly what it is. You know, I am very open about mental health and my fitness or health or wellness struggles. I think it's super important to be as clear and transparent as possible, especially in this day and age where a lot of people are showing highlight reels and not much else. I want to be as honest as I can, in as an authentic way as possible. So that's another huge part of my work, is being myself, being authentic, and hopefully being transparent, and so that people can know that they are not alone in their struggles, in their dark times. There is light out there and you can get through it, and hopefully giving some tools and techniques that can help. You know, that's another huge part of my work. I know for some people it may feel like there's a lot to my work, but I actually think that's what makes it great. I think it's so good to incorporate different techniques and different ways of working, because everyone is so unique and so different. Not one thing is necessarily going to suit every single person that you work with and you heal. And yeah, I think it's super important to be versatile in your approach of helping people, and that's such a huge part of my work, is to help. So I hope this has kind of given you a little bit of understanding about me. I know it's kind of back and forth. I need a little bit more structure for you guys. I do appreciate that. But I'm hoping that it has in some way helped give you insight to me, and to just how much I care and I love my work. The other thing I just wanted to say, that I am collaborating with the lovely Nina at Confident Canine, who also does happen to be my mother, and we have created a wonderful group called Meditation, Mutts and Mindfulness. We've already got a full group. We have got more interested to create more groups and to do online work. That is something we're striving and working towards right now, and it's a way for you to connect and be in the moment and be mindful and peaceful with your dog, with your pet. So yeah, it's super cool. I'm super looking forward to more of our sessions. It is currently monthly, and I will also add links for that below if you want to check it out. So yeah, it was lovely talking to you all. Don't forget, I am always so up for chatting to you in the comments box below. And yeah, I will speak to you all soon. You know all my details if you would like to book your own sessions, whether that's a reading and animal communication, or you just want weekly insights to your inbox. So lots of love. I will speak to you all soon, and take care. Bye.